Welcome you all, Kritika here. This video focuses on Combo Box in form application. Combo Box enables the user to select an item from the list, and also it lets the user to type a value, which is a combination of text box and a list box. This single control provides three different features: simple, drop down list. The first feature, the user can select the item from the list shown there, and also the user can type the value. In the second feature, drop down, so only one item in the list will be shown in the runtime. To see the rest of the items, the user have to click the drop down icon there, and also the user can type the value. In drop down list, the user can only select the item. He is not permitted to type anything there. Let's see these three features in the form. So I am placing the combo box here. To show you the difference in these three features, I am placing three combo box. Select the first combo box, and first let me add the items. Here, items property, click this button and add the item. So I am adding some programming languages name. Okay, so let me copy this language's name so that I can paste it in the remaining combo box also. So after typing the item, you can change the property. The main property is drop down style. So when you click this, you can see these three features: simple, drop down list. Let me select the first one for the first combo box. You can see the difference here. So where it lets the user to type the value as well as to select the value from the list. Select the second combo box. Change the style to be drop down. It is selected there. And then add the items. So already we have copied there. So let me paste it here. Okay. So here the items are not shown here. Then select the third combo box, add the items and change the property drop down style to drop down list. So let's see the difference in the runtime now. See here, the first option, here the user can type the value or can select the value. So both the things is permitted there. In the second case, to see the list of items, the user have to click the drop down icon to see the items here, and also the user can type the item name or the value there. In third case, nothing is shown here. The user is permitted only to select the item from the list. So hope it's clear to you. So this is the difference in these three features: simple, drop down and drop down list. Now let's see a simple program. So through this program you can understand how to know the selected item in the combo box, and then the selected items index value, and third, how to add an item in the runtime. So let's see how to know these three things through a simple program. So let me remove the remaining controls. I'm having only one combo box here. So already the items are added. So let me change the name alone. So I'm changing it as CBO, since it is combo box, CBO language. Okay. Now the program is, I'm placing three buttons. So one button is to show the selected items index. Second is to selected items name. Third is for adding the item. So which item will be added? So to know the item, let's have a text box here. Okay, let me change the text box name now. It is text add item. So I'm giving the name like this. Okay, then change the name of the buttons also. The first button, so as I said, the first button is to know the selected items index. So I'm giving it as cell index. So it's going to be the name, and change the caption. So in the text property, show selected items index. Okay. So let me increase the size. So since the text are hidden there. Okay. So click the second button. So caption is show selected item name, and also change the button's name btn cell item. Okay, expand the size. Third button, it is button add, and change the text add item. Fine. Now, so what we are going to do is, so the user is going to type the item in the text box. So once the item is typed in the text box, then you have to click the add item button, so that the text which is typed here will be added in the list box, that is combo box. Second option, so after selecting the item in the combo box, you have to press the first button, show selected item index, which shows you in the message box the selected items index. Second button shows the item's name. So let's see how to do the coding now. First, let's double click the first button, which is going to display the items index. Here in message box, dot show. So what we are going to show here is selected items index. So the selected items index is, so how you can receive this? By giving the combo box name dot selected index. So this returns the value in the return type as integer. The return type is integer here. So you have to convert that to string. Since it is message box, you have to convert it to string. So give toString of. So which converts the integer to string. Fine. Next, items name. Again the same, message box dot show. Here the selected item is. So to access this, it is again the combo box name dot selected item is the method name dot again. So this returns a value in the form of object. So you have to convert again that to string to show in a message box. So call the method toString of, which converts the item to string. Third one, on clicking the add item button, you have to add the item. For adding it, combo box name dot items is the class inside that, dot add is the method. Okay, within bracket you have to give the string to be added. So the string is there in the text box. So give the text box name text add item dot text. So which will add the item to the combo box. Let's run it. See, the first, let me select VB now. After selecting the item, and I'm clicking the selected item index. So the index value of VB is 2 because C is 1, C is 0, C++ 1 and VB is 2. Yes, the selected items index is 2. Okay. Now I'm selecting Java. Click the second button. Selected item is Java. So you could receive the selected item's name also. Third is you want to add a new item. So let me type the value in the text box. I'm giving it as C# and press add item. See here, C# is added to the combo box. So hope it's clear to you. Thanks for watching.